الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن نبينا محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Welcome back, brothers and sisters, to our Hadith halaqah. We have reached Hadith number 19, and the 40th Hadith of Imam Nwawy. Today's Hadith is medium length. It is a little bit longer than the previous Hadith, and it is, in essence, the interaction the Prophet ﷺ had with a young boy, a young companion, Sahabi, who at that time was perhaps 10, 11 years old, perhaps a little bit older, and his interaction with the Prophet ﷺ and the advice that the Prophet ﷺ gave is mentioned in this hadith. This hadith is also a great lesson for anyone who is an adult or coming of age, how to interact with the younger generation, and we'll find out as we go through the hadith. So the hadith is reported by Abu al-Abbas, Abdullah bin Abbas radiallahu anhuma, the cousin of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he is known usually as Ibn Abbas, and his full name was Abdullah. He is the cousin of the Prophet ﷺ, and he, from a very young age, the Prophet ﷺ would make dua for him. In some hadith, it is mentioned that the Prophet ﷺ said specifically about him, Allahumma faqihhu fi din wa alimhu ta'wil. Oh Allah, make him knowledgeable in the religion and specific knowledge concerning the revelation, the Quran itself. And as we have seen that the dua of the Prophet ﷺ became a reality. Ibn Abbas is considered to be one of the big scholars amongst the companions, even though he was much younger than Abu Bakr and Umar and these other older companions. So he happens to be with the Prophet ﷺ at this moment. He says, كنت خلف رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. I was behind the Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم. And فقال, he said to me, يا غلام, addressing me, young boy, إني أعلمك كلمات. I will teach you certain words. And notice how the Prophet ﷺ puts it in a very simple way, even though the lessons that the Prophet ﷺ is about to share are very valuable lessons. And also, the Prophet ﷺ here is taking an active role. Too often, as Muslims, do we take a passive role in most of the things that we do. So I'll give you an example. If we see children, youth, being loud, causing some kind of a commotion inside the masjid, what is the usual reaction by most people? They'll complain, right? They'll say the children are too loud and the children are yelling and screaming and playing soccer and so on, and they'll mention these things. But the solution is found in the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ, is to engage, it is to teach. The Prophet ﷺ saw that moment. He saw a young boy willing to learn, wanting to learn, and the Prophet ﷺ did not see it to be beneath him to be talking and teaching children. And this is something that you will find time and time again. The Prophet ﷺ actually speaks to the youth like adults. He speaks to the youth, respecting their intellect, respecting their age at the same time. And the Prophet ﷺ does not come down upon the youth with his authority. If the Prophet ﷺ wanted to, he would say, I am the messenger of Allah, listen and obey. But many times you will see the Prophet ﷺ being gentle with the interactions, both with the youth and others in the community. So what are these words or lessons that the Prophet ﷺ will teach this young boy? احفظ الله يحفظك. Preserve Allah, meaning fulfill your duties to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, stay away from the things that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told you to stay away from, and do the things that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commanded you to do. What will happen then? يحفظك. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in return will protect you. And the protection of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala comes in many different ways. It could be that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protects you from evil that might have come your way. It could be, as some of the scholars interpreted, meaning that if you remember Allah when you are young, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will help you when you are older, and the Prophet ﷺ continues with the explanation of this one statement. What is coming after is expanding on that one statement, احفظ الله يحفظك. And then the Prophet ﷺ added to that and he said, احفظ الله تجده تجاهك. Be dutiful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, tajidhu tujahak, you will find him in your direction, meaning that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will be close to you, will be in your direction, in your support. إِذَا سَأَلْتَ فَاسْأَلِ اللَّهِ. Valuable lessons that we can all benefit from. The Prophet ﷺ is telling this young boy that when you ask for something, make sure to ask from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Does this mean that it is haram to ask others, Muslim or non-Muslim, for anything? Obviously not. The Prophet ﷺ would ask both Muslims and non-Muslims. He would deal with many types of people. What the Prophet ﷺ is teaching here is for us to remember, first of all, that whenever we ask, even if it's for small things, that we make it a habit that we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala first, that we come with the dua. Let's say you go to the doctor. Islam teaches us to go to the doctor. فَاسْأَلُوا أَهْلَ الذِّكْرِ إِن كُنتُمْ لَا تَعْلَمُونَ. Ask those with the knowledge or with the remembrance if you do not know. So when you're about to ask for help, you make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the Prophet ﷺ is also teaching us all here that even when you ask someone and someone helps you, remember that ultimately that help would not have been possible without the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then the Prophet ﷺ says, and when you ask for assistance, aid, then ask for that help from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And again, this is teaching a young boy. Yet this knowledge can be applied and be benefited from by everyone regardless of age. And then the Prophet ﷺ says, وَعْلَمْ أَنَّ الْأُمَّةَ, and know with certainty that if all of the ummah, meaning all of creation, لو اجتمعت على أن ينفعوك بشيء لم ينفعوك إلا بشيء قد كتبه الله لك, that if they all came together to benefit you with something, anything, and it hadn't been written for you, then they would not be able to do so. وَلَوْ اجْتَمَعُوا عَلَىٰ أَنْ يَضُرُّوكَ بِشَيْءٍ لَمْ يَضُرُّوكَ إِلَّا بِشَيْءٍ قَدْ كَتَبَهُ اللَّهُ عَلَيْكَ. And even if they came together and they were going to harm you in anything, they would not be able to harm you except with what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has decided or decreed for you. So again, it is re-emphasizing that point that everything belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and it is really Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that makes things happen. When we say La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah, it reminds us of this truth that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one that is bringing the benefit and keeping away the harm. It is not the creation. And then the Prophet ﷺ added, رُفِعَتِ الْأَقْلَامُ وَجَفَّتِ الصُّحُفُ. And this is an expression, literally it means the pens have been lifted and the scrolls have become dry. And this is to show that something has already been decided. It is what it is. And there's another narration of this same hadith. At the end it says, وَفِي رِوَايَةٍ غَيْرِ التِّرْمِذِي, in another version of this hadith, other than in what is found by Imam Tirmidhi, he says, احفظ الله تجده أمامك. Be dutiful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and you will find Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in front of you. Now, does this mean that this hadith is used to say that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is everywhere? Some people, they have this misunderstanding. They will say Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is everywhere. As the Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah, we make it always clear that we believe that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is everywhere bi'ilmihi, with His knowledge. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says this in the Quran, وَهُوَ مَعَكُمْ أَيْنَمَا كُنْتُمْ. And He is with you wherever you are. And this Ma'iyya, the scholars of Islam have explained it to mean that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is with those that obey Him through His knowledge and His support and His help. Whereas the place that has been described in the Quran often is Ar-Rahman ala al-Arsh istawa. So as Muslims, we believe that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has ascended His throne above His creation, above the seven heavens. And then the Prophet ﷺ says, تَعَرَّفْ إِلَى اللَّهِ فِي الرَّخَاءِ يَعْرِفْكَ فِي الشِّدَّةِ. And this is a beautiful lesson in itself. The Prophet ﷺ is telling the young boy, come to know Allah, ta'arraf ila Allah, come to know Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala through His names, through His revelation. And when you come to know Allah fil raha, when things are going good for you, when you're getting that promotion, when you're getting that job, when your family is doing well, all things are going well for you, you remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala during that time, what will happen? The Prophet said, يَعْرِفْكَ فِي الشِّدَّةِ, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will remember you when things become difficult, And this, one of the beautiful examples we have is the story of Yunus alayhi salam. Yunus alayhi salam, as you might remember, is the prophet who was sent to his people and then ended up being swallowed by that big fish or that whale. In this story of Yunus alayhi salam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions to us, فَلَوْلَا أَنَّهُ كَانَ مِنَ الْمُسَبِّحِينَ لَلَبِثَ فِي بَطْنِهِ إِلَى يَوْمِ يُبْعَثُونَ. Meaning that if it had not been for the sake that Yunus alayhi salam was from those who praised Allah, and Ibn Abbas, interestingly, he explained this. He says, those who praised Allah here, it actually means those who used to pray. That Yunus alayhi salam was from amongst those people who would pray their salah, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes this a reason to save him from that difficult situation. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, if he had not been from the ones that pray salah, he would have remained in the stomach of that fish until Yawm al-Qiyamah, ila Yawm Yub'athun, until the day where everyone is brought back. So the Prophet ﷺ gave that advice, and then at the very end, the Prophet ﷺ says, وَاعْلَمْ أَنَّ مَا أَخْطَأَكَ لَمْ يَكُنْ لِيُصِيبَكَ وَمَا أَصَابَكَ لَمْ يَكُنْ لِيُخْطِئَكَ. Meaning, know that everything or anything that misses you was not meant for you. And whatever was meant for you will never miss you. Meaning that it affirms our belief in Qadr. We should not fall into the plot of Shaitan and start saying, if only I had done this, if only I had woken up 1 hour early, then things would have gone different. If only I had taken that right turn instead of that left turn, and so on. This type of mindset is not the type of mindset of the believer. We believe that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has decreed everything, and we trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So the Prophet ﷺ added a further statement, and he said, وَاعْلَمْ أَنَّ النَّصْرَ مَعَ الصَّبْرِ, and know with certainty that victory comes with patience. Victory comes with patience. وأن الفرج مع الكرب, and ease comes with hardship. وأن مع العسر يسرا, وأن مع العسر يسرا, and with hardship comes ease. Okay? And that last part, you will remember it from the Quran, إن مع العسر يسرا. And this is the way of life. That the sunnah of Allah, the way of Allah in His creation is that people will struggle, people will have difficulty. Even the prophets, alayhimussalam, who were the most patient. The patience of a prophet is not like the patience of a normal human being. But even the prophets, they would say, Mata Nasrullah, when will the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala come? Hatta zulzilu, until they were shaken. That imagine someone like a prophet that has been sent to a nation being in such distress that he is calling up to Allah and saying, where is the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and when is it going to come? So this is the life, but at the same time the Prophet ﷺ is reminding us what is our responsibility. We cannot change the qadr of Allah, we cannot have an influence on the events that are meant to be taking place, but what we are held accountable for are our own actions and how we react to that. If there is a death, the Prophet, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us in the Quran, we say, Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un, and we do not speak bad about fate itself or Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this is a very short insight into this hadith. As I've mentioned in the past, this hadith, just one hadith, scholars have written volumes, many books about it. But if we get basic understanding of this hadith, we can, inshallah, put it into practice, and it will be a foundation for more knowledge in the future, inshallah. We will stop here, and if anyone has any questions, now is the time to ask. Yes.